Wildfire is streaking across southern Georgia tonight, exploding in size and moving so quickly some residents say they had no warnings, no alerts. The flames have destroyed nearly 50 homes as of this hour, and 1,000 more are now under threat. The smoke and fire visible from space, driven by the driest conditions anywhere in the southeast in about a decade. CBS News correspondent Skylar Henry has made his way into the fire zone for us tonight, just over an hour south of Savannah. Skylar, good evening to you. What are you seeing?
The wildfires in Georgia have apparently burned 35,000 acres. Truly devastating for Georgia. There's a mandatory curfew in some counties. Dozens of homes have already been destroyed. And people are worried that there's going to be casualties. Cities have issued a burn ban to tell people not to burn anything. The National Guard is apparently going to be providing wildfire relief with Blackhawks. As of this morning, the biggest one, the Pineland Road fire, which is now estimated at over 30,000. So that's the biggest one. That's taken up most. That's only 10% contained as of the morning. But the vast majority of the acres burned in Georgia are from that Pineland. The rest are 30 fires, but not nearly as many acres. As of this morning, there were like 30 plus new wildfires that were burning a few hundred acres. So again, that 30-something thousand fire is the biggest.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you got any extra papers. There's multiple structures and things all around. I have nothing. I got 7 trucks about a mile and a half from Browntown that's just in here. Why haven't you sent them? Send them now. We was told to stay here and not move. Damn that go. Jamie, all down Browntown from Mox Lane to Crossy Lane. We need engines and whatever you got now.
Brantley County, Georgia. On Saturday morning, we offered this truck that holds 5,000 gallons. This is a septic tank truck. Went down there, went to 10 different places, minimal, probably more. Returned the right way, said the command center did not want it.
You mean to tell me that just a few weeks ago, the same county in Georgia, their citizens fought against having a data center built there. And now in the same county, it is basically almost gone.
Current fires in Georgia right now that are bigger than LA ever had, they're in locations that allegedly were going to have data centers and landfills. Here you go. Here's a map of the proposed data centers across Georgia, similar to where the fires are. Is it just coincidence? Just a correlation? And there's been mounting opposition against these data centers in Georgia. Listen, as somebody who had to evacuate my home during the LA fires, as Angeli knows, we remember how the fires kept spreading, just like how they're continuing to spread in Georgia, doubling in size. Mandatory evacuations is the most destructive wildfire in Georgia's history, and already 122 homes have been destroyed.
The Georgia Forestry Commission says those new fires are on top of the massive Pineland fire in Clinch County, burning more than 32,000 acres and only about 10% contained. And the Highway 82 fire in Brantley County. Strong winds are still spreading flames, even as crews work overtime to contain them.
The governor says a wildfire disaster in southern Georgia is the most destructive in the state's history. Firefighters from around the U.S. are being sent in to help. One fire has destroyed at least 87 homes. Another fire near the Florida border has burned 32,000 acres. At least 25 new wildfires have flared up since Sunday.
I need you to stop scrolling and pay attention to what I'm about to say. Right now in Brantley County, Georgia, there is a massive 5,000 acre wildfire that is burning right now in Brantley County, Georgia. That is southeastern Georgia. They are also reporting that it has affected 47 homes. And thankfully, thank God, nobody has lost their life in this wildfire. But this wildfire started at 1,000 acres and now in 24 hours has spread to over 5,000 acres. They are reporting this morning that it has died down just a little bit because of the winds have died down. But they are saying if the winds start picking up, that this fire could keep on spreading and gain traction. In surrounding counties, they have opened up schools, churches, libraries for people to come and stay in that are having to be evacuated from this area. And like I always do, I will try to keep you guys posted on this. And if anybody lives in that area that wants to reach out to me and let me know what y'all need out there, please reach out to me so I can get the word out. But until then, I need everybody to continue to pray for everybody that lives in that area and the surrounding areas. And let's pray that they're able to get this fire under control and it doesn't keep spreading.
Georgia is burning right now. This is just screenshotting, posing questions. Check your local map. Are you in a smart city fire zone?
And they're going to try to put these fires out, but they really can't. It's going to cover so much ground. It's going to start happening. I see it like in the South.
Firefighters on the front lines urgently racing to put out several blazes across the southeast. From the ground to the air. In Georgia, the fast-moving Brantley County fire forcing evacuations. School buses rushing to leave an elementary school with blackened, smoky skies nearby.
All their stuff's gone.
Residents capturing devastating images of what's left of their homes. Cars completely charred to ash. Officials say more than 50 houses have been destroyed, an estimated 1,000 now at risk.
Be more fires that's coming in the near future. It's going to be forest fires or fires. And what the Lord was showing me is going to be like a dryness in the air. I spoke to my church about this a couple of months ago. It's a dryness that's going to be in the air and it's moving across different states. And you're going to start seeing fires in strange places, fires that never really happen. And they're going to be bad. And they're going to try to put these fires out, but they really can't. It's going to cover so much ground. It's going to start happening. I see it like in the South. So fires are going to start happening. God is judging America. Fires will start happening. Even more. We've seen, I think, in North Carolina, California. And he's not even through with California yet. It's more stuff that's going to start happening in California. So pray for California. Pray for the people. You can pray for the people because God's judgment you can't change. All we can do is pray for the people.
Why is nobody talking about the fact of parts of Georgia is literally burning down right now? Whole neighborhoods is getting evacuated. Houses is gone. And you want to know the craziest part about it? This ain't even just Georgia. It's spreading towards Florida too. They say that these fires is barely contained. Like, just imagine you going to sleep and waking up and your whole city is cloudy from smoke. This like something you see from Stranger Things. But what don't make sense to me is how is these fires this bad, but it's on nobody's timeline? Do y'all think that they downplaying this, or am I just tripping? Because I don't think I'm falling down. Also, if you in Georgia right now, comment on what it actually looks like. And if you're not in Georgia or any of these cities that's burning, y'all send prayers to these folks. And if y'all have any ideas on any which way that we can help these folks, y'all let us know in the comments so we can help these folks. Like, people losing everything that they ever worked for.
And so, guys, it is so annoying. It is so frustrating. It is so devastating to see how things are going on in Georgia right this minute. And there is a lot of things which have been burned. The houses have gone down. The fire is consuming a lot of properties of people in Georgia. And it has come to my attention that this fire has been there for days. And the government need to do something, because right now we see the fire is continuing to spread more and more. And yes, there are some people who have tried to do the evacuation, but it's still not enough because this thing is spreading like hey, like too much, guys, very fast. So I'm just going to play a video for you guys to see how things are happening in Georgia, and we are praying for rescue mission to succeed, because guys, we just praying to God to help us, because this thing is becoming so serious and so intense. And guys, if you're watching this video from Georgia, let me know how is the situation right this particular minute that I'm making this video. Let me know in the comment section how is the situation right now, because I see everything is going on so bad. But we are praying for peace. We are praying for you know, for people to get evacuated, and their properties, even the animals. And that's what we are really praying. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, because you're going to watch a lot of videos how things are happening in Georgia. And if it's the first time watching this video, kindly do like the video, subscribe to this channel, and let me know what you think about this video. I'm your host, Goldson, All World Today TV. Let's go, guys.
Let me get this right. So the wildfires in Georgia, okay, in South Georgia, the swamp, the river, wetlands have officially burned bigger than any fire in California in the last year. Do you know that there are no active fires in California right now? Do you know that the fires that are burning in Georgia have burned more than any fire that California has experienced in the last year? Keep that in mind. And hear me out. The fires are burning in the same exact spots that they were wanting to put landfills and data centers. Same exact spots. That's where the fire is burning, okay? I want us to believe that these big old wildfires caused by a balloon hitting the power line. Out in the middle of the boonies, in the middle of the week, a balloon. Who was having a birthday party with helium balloons? Helium only lasts like a day. So you mean to tell me that somebody was having a birthday party in the middle of the week, in the middle of the day, in the middle of nowhere? All the youngins at school, everybody at work, but somebody was having a birthday party and let go of a balloon, and that balloon's what caused these big old crazy wildfires in the middle of South Georgia. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. I don't. On top of all of that, nobody's allowed to help. FEMA has done come in and said, you can't help. There's people that got big old dump trucks that can carry water, septic trucks, all the things, and FEMA says absolutely not. You can't cut no lines. You can't come with your bulldozers. You can't come with your tractors, with your bucket trucks, none of that. No, we do not want your help. Mind you, this is South Georgia. A bunch of farmers. If everybody were to get together, we could probably get this thing out. They don't want us to. They don't want us to. Is that not weird to anybody else? This situation is so sad and it's so scary, and there really are people that are losing everything. And by no means am I trying to take away from that. I'm not, and I feel for you, and I'm scared for you. I'm scared for myself. Shoot, it's not that far from me. I'm scared for my family. But with all of that being said, something ain't right. Something ain't right.
In case y'all haven't heard, South Georgia is on fire. In the swamp, no less, the wetlands, where you wouldn't think a fire would be. But the governor is declaring a state of emergency because they are saying that there's currently a drought. So residents are being asked to reduce their water usage because they're having trouble fighting the fire because there's a drought. What makes that statement weird is that the area burning is the same area they were going to put landfills and also some AI data centers. Do with that information as you will. So it's weird to say that there's a water shortage now to help fight the fires, but they were going to build an AI data center, which is a high consumer of water. So I'm not really sure how they have the water for the data center, but not water to fight off the fires. But again, do with that information as you will. But it is a situation that I don't think is getting enough coverage like it should be outside of like Georgia. I think this should be more international news because this is one of the big wildfires that's been burning for a while now. And right now we don't even have any currently happening in California. So you would think eyes would be on Georgia, but it's kind of like, kind of here and there. So just to make sure y'all are aware that that is happening, and not saying, conspiracy theory, but, the circumstances are weird that it happens to be where they wanted to put some infrastructure and now it's burning. Y'all have a good day.
So look, right now in Georgia, there's a massive wildfire that just passed 22,000 acres, and it is still growing. It started in Brantley County, Highway 82, and now entire communities are being impacted. Now look, people are being forced out of their homes, roads are being shut down, and emergency crews have been fighting this non-stop for about a week. And after all of that, they're still saying that only 6% of this wildfire has been contained. Not to mention, it's not even just a fire. Georgia is currently dealing with drought conditions, meaning the hot, dry weather is making it harder to control this wildfire. They've even had to set up emergency operations at a local airport to keep up with this operation. Now, if you're anywhere near Southeast Georgia, stay alert and stay aware. Pay attention to the updates because there's still a developing situation and you need to be prepared. I love y'all, Georgia. Be safe. Peace.
All right, so here we are. The backwoods of Georgia, Southeast Georgia. And there's a lot of fire going on right now. I'm grateful to be able to say that we are not in the direct path at this moment, but there are already evacuations starting to be planned and being called for preparation in the southern part of my county that I live in. So I am claiming that this fire will cease. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't care. This whole situation is crazy, and I'm going to put my energy into something. I'm going to be thinking about something. So I might as well call it out that this fire shall cease, and no person, or no more property, no more animals shall be harmed, rather than saying words that are affirming what's going on or perpetuating worry or expounding upon stress of the situation. I know people directly who are preparing right now to possibly leave their homesteads, leave their homes that they've built and cultivated and grown and developed into places that they call their, homesteading sanctuaries. And my thoughts and prayers are with them, and I'm believing and praying that they are going to prepare to the T and not need to act on it. I'm grateful that I have a super preparing type of husband, so he has already gotten lots of things in place, and him and our boys have done what they can so far to prepare our property. I'm sure that there's more that they'll do, and there's more things that I will help with, because the best way to prepare for something is to plan for it. Whether it happens or not, it's always good to plan for it. And I hate saying that in the same sentence or paragraph as talking about a wildfire, but that's what it's at right now. And I'm not going to be afraid, and every time those fearful thoughts or whatever come into my head, I say, nope, I call that fire to be wiped out. We were supposed to get some kind of little drizzle of rain today, which, as you can see, it's a little cloudy, but not cloudy enough. And that's okay. I've already prayed and said, Lord, bring the rains to put the fires out. Whether I can see the rain or not, I thank you, Lord, for rain to put the fires out. It's enough. There's been enough personnel, enough firefighters, enough equipment, enough helicopters, enough Chinooks. Enough is enough. And I know my God can do it. I know He wants to do it. I know that He already knew this was going to happen. He is not taken by surprise. And He already knows how everything's going to be resolved. And He's in all of those places and all those points and all those situations.
So yesterday, we sent 10 trucks up to Clinch County up there in Georgia to help with these wildfires. And today and tomorrow, we are sending another 15 trucks 5 of them are water tankers, 5 of them are low boys that have excavators and bobcats on them, and then we have 2 more trucks that are taking grinders up there to help clear the debris, and then we have 2 trucks that are literally taking food and water. And so a lot of people are saying, well, watch out for FEMA. FEMA's turning people away. Well, how are they supposed to turn us away if we don't ask for any permission? They don't even know what we're doing. We're here as support from Florida going up to Georgia because you guys are our neighbors, and that's what neighbors are supposed to do, right? You're supposed to look out for each other. FEMA is not my neighbor. FEMA is not your neighbor. We are neighbors. So therefore, the fucking trucks are going north. And I don't really think we're taking no for an answer. So if anyone else would like to help and support in any way, I don't want any money and I don't need any money, and Lee County doesn't want any money. The best way for you to support what we're trying to do down here is just engage with the videos. But we're on the freaking way, man.
Everybody's concerned about the South Georgia wildfires. The loss of life and home is horrible. I'm not trying to diminish that. But what no one that I'm hearing talk about is the timber rights and the timber insurance. So if you're not aware, Brantley County is like 86% timberland. There's huge tracts. There's major plantations like the Hartfield Memorial. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like 35,000 acres of slash pine. So the reason that is important is because land ownership and timber rights are separated, completely different insurers, totally separate ball games. So if someone wanted to, say, sell that land to a developer, they couldn't do it because they have a contract with the timber people, like whether it's 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, it just depends. But if a wildfire were to occur, now that timber is gone for free, the timber owner gets paid, and so does the landowner. And it opens the way for developers or whatever they want to do with it. I'm not saying that fires were started intentionally. I'm saying if I were an opportunistic person, that is what I would be thinking. So my question to everyone in that area is, if you know about the landowners there, the only reason I'm asking this is because I'm so overwhelmed with researching everything else I have going on. But if you know about the landowners there, especially that big plantation I would like to know about on Highway 82, please send me that information. And if you are a homeowner in the area and your insurance has been dropped within the past 6 to 12 months, please reach out to me. I have reached out to Blackshear Times and I've given them all the information that I already have with my contact info. I'm not hiding. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist. I'm just trying to get ahead of the game, and I'm trying to document as much as we can so that, we're not duped if something nefarious did happen. I can also tell you that I've spoken with some of the workers that are out there, whether it be DNR, fire department, whatever. I've spoken to several different agencies that are helping evacuate and put out fires, and none of them believe that it was the balloon.
So right now we have wildfires that are going on in Georgia. It reminds me of what I've talked about in the past, which has been act of nature exclusions on people's homeowners policy. You need to read your homeowner's policy. If you are one of the victims in this wildfire and you're getting somebody that's telling you we're not covering that because it's an act of nature, not act of nature, it's an act of God is what it is, act of God, you need to let them know that you want to get them to specifically show you in your policy. You want the section, you want the paragraph, you want all of that so that you can read it yourself. Because there's a particular company, I ain't saying no names, that loves to deny claims. They will deny claims all day long because they know that you're not going to fight it. They know that you're not going to hire anybody to do anything about it. And they think that they can get away with it. If you're one of these victims of these fires and your insurance company is telling you it ain't covered because it's an act of God, read your policy. Look for the exclusions in your policy. You want to be educated about what you have available to you, because most of those policies in a situation like that, when your home is lost, they pay for other things as well. They pay for alternative housing. They pay for replacement of food. They pay for a bunch of other things. And in this economy, you need all the help you can get. and you've been paying insurance forever, it's time for it to start paying you back. Period. Point blank.
Good news. I know, but I read a story this morning and I really want to share it with you guys, and I'm asking you guys to help me help this organization. And a lot of you probably know that there are wildfires in South Georgia that have been devastating entire communities. People are losing their homes, their businesses, their farms, even their pets. And as somebody who grew up in South Georgia, it has been heartbreaking to watch the devastation on the news. But this story, like this one, actually made me smile, which I haven't done reading the news in a really long time. And there's a rescue called South Georgia Equine Rescue, and when the fire started getting dangerously close, the owner, Heather Gavitt, basically woke up, she saw the smoke, and she said, yep, it's time to go, we gotta go. She had hours to get hundreds of animals out, so she posted on Facebook and told people, it's time to go, y'all. And the response, she said it was overwhelming. Volunteers just started showing up. Like, imagine that, people are dropping everything to help somebody else, to help animals when their own safety wasn't even guaranteed. And they were literally loading animals as fast as they could. We're talking dogs and horses and goats and pigs, even chickens. At one point, she said they were putting multiple dogs in crates just to get them out in time. And within about 6 hours, they evacuated nearly 200 animals. They moved them all to a temporary property about 30 miles away where they're still being cared for right now. And what got me is she didn't just stop at saving her own animals, right? She is also taking in injured ones from the fires, including a donkey that was badly burned and is now being treated. And oh my God, guys, I'm getting so emotional. And even after all of this, she's still saying she wants to keep growing the rescue. She wants to help more animals. And I don't know, something about complete strangers showing up in the middle of a disaster. That's what this is. Working together to save hundreds of animals, especially when they very easily could have just left them and saved themselves, which is horrible, but it's not unheard of, unfortunately. It just feels like a reminder that people can still be good. Like, in the middle of so much loss and so much chaos, like, there are still people choosing to care. And
Yes, guys, as you have just seen, that is how things are going on in Georgia at this particular minute. So black folks have come out to talk about this issue. They have they had their own opinion, and even the white folks have come out to speak about it, and they demand the quick response to the government. There's someone who has already sent the message to the president of United States, that's Donald Trump, to bring him the more emergency equipment so that they can help in evacuation. Guys, what do you think about this story that is emerging this particular minute? So we are just praying for the very best to happen, and like we are praying for evacuation. Like, people need to be evacuated because there's some people who have already fled the area. There's some people who are still stuck in between. So we are praying that things go on so well. And you know, this is a wildfire. It happens in most of the time when it is so dry, and even this is unexpected because Georgia is a place where we have a lot of rivers, we have water bodies, so we don't expect Georgia to be like firing, like wildfires to spread such a way. So what do you think about this video, guys? Let me know in the comment section, and subscribe, guys, if you haven't, kindly. And thank you so much for watching up to this point. I just want to end this video here, and stay tuned. We have another video that is coming up next. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Stay safe, peace, one love. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.